Good morning and welcome back to the channel. If you are new or returning, we appreciate you being here. Before this video gets any further, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe if you have not. We would love for you to join the family. You can see from the title what this story is going to be about, but I will have a store walkthrough right after this story. So keep prepping. Don't stop. Don't let anyone tell you that you don't need to be doing this, because you need to be doing this for the long haul. This is going to be happening for a while. So let's get into the video. So I first heard of this story from Appalachia's Homestead yesterday, and I debated whether I wanted to do a video on it or not. But after reading this article, I said I might as well go ahead and do this and cover it and let you guys know in case you didn't see it on her channel. So thanks for keeping us informed so we can pass it on and they can pass it on and everyone will be in the know. China has warned families to store food and other essentials in case of emergencies, as officials drastically tighten restrictions to control a small COVID-19 outbreak. Beijing's already harsh zero-COVID policies have grown even stricter as coronavirus cases climb in the country despite targeted lockdowns. Authorities reported 54 new locally transmitted cases on Monday. China's Commerce Ministry did not cite COVID outbreaks or potential lockdowns as a reason for people to store more supplies. But the ministry did urge authorities in charge of lockdown areas to publicize information quickly on where and how people could get essentials. Food prices are volatile in China and traditionally rise as winter approaches. Vegetable prices have surged over recent weeks because of heavy rains and flooding. The Economic Daily, controlled by the Chinese Communist Party's Central Committee, urged readers not to be alarmed by the ministry's advice, but also noted that many households had been caught up in the COVID lockdown without adequate supplies of rice and vegetables. In Beijing, officials have urged anyone traveling or away on business not to return, while restricting departures. Civil servants and employees at state-owned enterprises are typically banned from traveling during outbreaks. While Beijing has reported only 31 new infections since mid-October, authorities have closed some cinemas and other entertainment venues while quarantining large residential areas. China's latest COVID-19 outbreak also expanded to Shanghai, where authorities shut down Disneyland. On Sunday night, more than 30,000 revelers who had been posing with Mickey Mouse and watching fireworks were sealed in the park for mass testing by healthcare workers in hazmat suits. The Disney lockdown was ordered after one person who had been to the park tested positive. China's strict rules have helped suppress coronavirus outbreaks, which are tiny by international standards, and reduce the death toll from the pandemic. But the rolling lockdowns and other restrictions have begun to weigh on the economic growth, especially since the highly contagious Delta variant took root in China over the summer. This policy will continue for a relatively long time and will depend on how the rest of the world gets control of the pandemic. The number of people caught in quarantines has grown as officials have expanded the forced isolation to include the potential contacts of people who had tested positive. Someone named Gabriel Corsetti from Beijing said he had been put under home quarantine for 11 days with a sensor attached to his door after briefly entering a hotel and asking for help at the front desk. A COVID positive individual had also visited the hotel. So he's saying that he told them that he'd only been inside a few minutes. And he also said, I am not alone. In my office of less than 20 people, I have several colleagues currently in quarantine. Another person in Beijing said that their entire apartment block had been put into quarantine because a close contact of an infected person lived there. Authorities have also detained 26 people for breaking COVID-19 rules since mid-October. So let me know what you think down in the comments about this whole situation with China and the forced lockdowns. and people being arrested for breaking COVID-19 rules over there. Do you think that that's something that could ever happen over here? Me personally, I don't think so. China is more controlled than the United States. But I do think we all need to be preparing for the long haul. That is where I stand on that. You need to be getting what your family needs, and not just for 2 weeks, or not just for 30 days, not just for 6 months, but this is going to be going on for way longer than that. So think about that, and I will see you in the grocery store. Don't leave. It's coming. What's up, my hoodies? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new or returning, we appreciate you over here. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join, and also hit a like before you leave the video. I'm in Morganton, North Carolina. Never been over here. It's like almost 45 minutes from where I live. And I'm about to go into the Aldi's and see what's going on in this store. Let me know down in the comments what's going on in your area. Make sure you put what state that's in, and I look forward to reading your comments. Again, don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget to keep preparing for anything to come. So prep what you eat, and eat what you prep. If you're not doing a garden, think about doing a garden to extend your prepper pantry, and I'll see you in the store. So walking into the store, I can see the empty spots. I also could see that they were putting items out. I believe they had just gotten a delivery. However, there are still noticeable gaps and empty shelves throughout the store. Towards the end of the video, you will see that someone is heeding the warning, and they are preparing, and they had a cart showing that they are preparing. So while your store has what you may need, go ahead and get it. Why wait to have to go to multiple stores to try to find 1 or 2 or 3 items that you could have gotten when the stores were stocked? So you're about to see the turkeys. If your store has turkeys, get some turkeys for this year and also next year, because they aren't raising these meat birds like they were a few years ago. So one particular turkey, the best by date was August, I think, 2023. So get what you need now and think ahead and get what you may need for next year or the year after that, because these shortages are not going away anytime soon. They have more port delays than I can even think to imagine how long it would take. And even if you got that product, it's no good most likely, because it's been sitting in moisture and all of that other stuff and salt water. The products are not going to be as fresh as they would have been had they had access to make those deliveries. So in this particular store, I did not notice any limits on anything. No limits on milk, water, tissue, all of the staples that you would normally go in and get in case of emergencies. I didn't see any limits, so that is a plus. Yes, they had flour and they had sugar, but they did not have a lot of it, so the next emergency, it would all be gone. Then as I was checking out, I noticed that the guy in front of me had a cart full. He was preparing. Prepare, people. I can't say it enough. See you in the next video. I love you, but God truly loves you more. He created only one you. Be the best you that you can be. And when you are, go out and spread God's love. Also remember, what didn't make you cannot break you. Don't let anybody tell you what you're doing is crazy. Trust when I say, the more they see you do it, the more they're going to say, maybe I should do it too. Don't ask me how I know, but I know.